Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to ease your mind with some uplifting anime. What's great about a series or film that makes you feel good is that it doesn't matter if you've seen it already. If you've seen it once, you can watch it again, and still feel that same emotion you originally felt. So don't worry if you've seen everything on this list. Watch it again. Cause trust me buddy, you need it during this stressful time. Now there's plenty of things we can call uplifting, but we'll start off easy and go with something visually stunning. The story could be garbage, or you may be annoyed with the characters, but sometimes you just want to treat your eyes and marvel at an anime like the Fate franchise, any Makoto Shinkai film, the highly underrated K-Project, and of course the masterful Violet Evergarden. And while I was considering having Violet Evergarden take this spot, there's a good chance that this anime has been recommended to you more than enough. So instead, I'll give it to the forgotten wonder that is Kino's journey and its sequel. You may not be able to travel, so have Kino do it for you as we see her venture from country to country. There's beautiful towns and villages with strange customs, countries that mysteriously have no tourists, and cities that are absolutely bustling. People may suck, but damn it, the earth sure looks gorgeous. There are instances where you want to forget everything. Forget about the stress of worldwide events, family struggles, and the pressures from your job. You want entertainment, a piece of work that'll make you have a good time. Maybe it's something chaotic like Golden Kamui, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, hype sports matches from Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket. I don't want to give away too much right from the start, since a lot of anime I'll be recommending can be considered fun. So let's just cut to the chase and give this entry to No Game No Life. While it unfortunately does not have a sequel and the prequel film will send you right back into depression, the 12 episodes of No Game No Life should not be skipped. Seeing these siblings conquer a world through games is the most enjoyable ride you will ever have. The art is bright, the characters are funny, and it's just a great time all around. You know what else is fun? A damn good shonen, with tournament arcs abound, awesome fights, and well, just more awesome fights. A shonen anime is the quickest way to turn your brain off. We all know about the mega impactful My Hero Academia and the classic Yu Yu Hakusho. But what about something like Yowamushi Pedal? A longer running sports anime that'll certainly keep you busy. While that is a solid pick I do recommend, I'm gonna give this to the forgotten Magi. Now some of you may be scratching your heads as to why I gave this to Magi instead of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or Hunter x Hunter. And the sole reason is that Magi is a mindless watch. You don't need to think too hard and nothing dark or serious ever happens. Instead, you get some pretty cool characters in a unique setting fighting whatever comes their way. Also, Sinbad is just chef's kiss. We could use a good laugh. I'm talking so hard that you might end up getting abs. Comedy is extremely subjective, so take your pick. If you're into rom-coms, try Kaguya-sama Love is War, or my personal favorite, School Rumble. Put your boys on a Discord call and watch Konosuba, or the Ghost Stories English dub.
Think of a big black man chasing you! Well, he's not racist.
Honestly, choosing an anime to take this spot was hard, but I ultimately chose The Devil is a Part-Timer. Watch this anime with anyone or by yourself. You'll have a great time either way. Hilarity ensues when Satan himself gets a part-time job at not McDonald's, and is very enthusiastic about it. Don't question it, just roll with it. After busting a gut or two, let's take things slow. Maybe you've got a headache and want to watch something chill. Like, real chill. I'm talking chiller than a lo-fi hip-hop station. Normally you'd pick a slice of life, but maybe nothing too close to real life. Thankfully, the genre comes in all shapes and sizes. For a light fantasy slice of life experience, check out Mushishi or Natsume Yujincho. There's also Flying Witch and Interviews with Monster Girls. Isekai Shokudou, also known as Restaurant from Another World, takes this spot without question. Watching this anime is practically a spiritual healing process. I'm not kidding when I tell you that I've actually meditated while watching this anime about celestial beings eating Western food. It's so calm with its soothing piano soundtrack and quaint setting. Think of it as your D&D character's day off. Maybe you don't have a headache and are missing normalcy. You miss seeing your coworkers, being at your dream job, and doing what you love. That commute to work with the sun on your skin and going out to eat afterwards. Perhaps you're a student and want to see your friends again. The slice of life genre can help again with series like Lucky Star, Tamako Market, Wodokoi, and Blend S. Comic Girls may have a bit more substance than the series I've mentioned, but I still believe it deserves this spot, becoming one of my favorite working slice-of-life anime ever. Comic Girls stands out by perfectly balancing the nothingness the genre can have, while also incorporating the very struggles of a creator. We follow 4 different mangaka, one who's trying to get published, one who's already successful, one who's unsure about their success, and one who's just getting by. But before the realness turns you off, it saves itself with the moe aspects, like eating at cafes or going on dates. I could rewatch this anime again and again, so I think you should give it a shot. Honestly, this was difficult to categorize. Discussing the slice-of-life genre is hard because there's so much you can do with it. You can go down the coming-of-age story route, or the sports route, or add hints of drama and romance. So for this section, I'll be showing you a grand montage of slice-of-life anime that you'll just have to choose from. There's nothing like a character you want to root for, a character you see yourself in, someone you want to protect and want to succeed. Someone like Len from Sword Art Online Alternative, Rei from March Comes in Like a Lion, Chise from The Ancient Magus's Bride, and all the wonderful ladies of A Place Further Than the Universe. Even though I'm nowhere near close to 30, I feel that Morioka from Recovery of an MMO Junkie is the easiest to project yourself onto. Morioka had a stable office job, but threw that away to live her days as a NEET and play online games all day. She really starts to seclude herself. She develops social anxiety, not looking at people in the eye and struggling to even order things at a convenience store. Morioka finds it difficult to leave the house and can only communicate through games. Now you could watch Welcome to the NHK, but that's a pretty depressing series that I had to take a break from at least twice. Recovery of an MMO Junkie is a hidden gem of a redemption story, with a touching romance to boot. Speaking of romance, I don't know what it is, but we all adore that doki doki feeling. Those butterflies in your heart whenever you see your ship become canon. The beauty of 2 anime cuties finally confessing their feelings, and that oh so precious rain scene. Anime like Suredure Children, Kimi ni Todoke, Ore Monogatari, and Ouran High School Host Club. A slow burn like Given, or a more comedic romance like The Kawaii Guide to Manners and Hostile Behavior. I'm gonna have Lovely Complex take it simply because no one remembers it. You watch as Koizumi, a tall girl, and Otani, a short boy, grow throughout the years. I don't mean their height, but their relationship. As a tall girl, I've always had a personal connection with this anime since I was taller than most of the guys I had a crush on. This is one of the most well-developed relationships in anime ever, so you're doing yourself a major disservice if you skip it. Let's talk films. I briefly mentioned Makoto Shinkai, but when it comes to Uplifting, I say Mamoru Hosoda will never fail you. Seriously, any one of his films is sure to brighten your day, while also giving you a good cry. However, I've been on a Ghibli film binge recently, and one film completely blew me away, a little movie called From Up on Poppy Hill. It has almost everything I mentioned previously, from beauty to slice of life, to romance to relaxation. What took me by surprise was the atmosphere. It's almost as if you're watching a documentary, seeing all the little details as to how Japan was like in the 1960s. The bullet trains, the printers, the growing city, and the 10 out of 10 soundtrack makes this film, for lack of a better term, a vibe. The movie is pretty short, so I don't want to spoil the plot for you, but if you want all your troubles to melt away, then watch From Up on Poppy Hill. This video is way longer than my usual content, so I had to cut some recommendations. But before I end the video, please allow me to gush about Shouwa Genroku Rakugo Shinjuu.
じゃあ一つお前さん方に話して聞かせてやろうか。長え夜になりそうだ。覚悟しな。
I tried my best to avoid depressing series since I know a fair amount of us are suffering from it. But sometimes you need someone to rise from depression in order to feel uplifted. Someone who wanted to seek death in order to reach happiness. Shouwa Genroku Rakugo Shinjuu is a rare masterpiece in anime. Taking place during the Shouwa era, we follow Yakumo, a genius Rakugo performer. Rakugo is essentially the Japanese version of a one-person play. And whenever you see his performance, for 5 to 8 minutes you are entranced. All eyes are on him as you either laugh or cry at the enthralling experience. The animation picks up every detail of a real performance, and the background music complements it perfectly, all leading up to a crescendo of a tragic climax, and moving on to part 2, where we follow Yakumo's apprentice. I know my description of the anime hasn't even touched the surface of its perfection, but trust me when I say that you have to watch this anime. No exceptions. I really hope that this video was able to give you a pick-me-up, and that these anime are able to do the same. Again, while I did mention a lot of series, there were even more I was trying to add, like Mob Psycho 100, Carol and Tuesday, Michiko to Hachin, Little Witch Academia, and, well, I should stop making this video longer. I'd like to give a very special shout out to Giovanni Herrera and Fiery Artin for donating to my Patreon. If you'd like a very special shout out in the next video, stream, or what have you, then please, click on the Patreon link in the description to donate, as well as the links to my social media. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.